So Scott Talley here from the worldwide headquarters of Network in Action in Houston, Texas. And we're all jealous because we are with the fabulous, incredible Miss Kim T up in Minnesota, the only part of the world that's not overheating and burning to death this summer. Kim, how you doing?
Hi there, Scott Talley. How are you?
Doing good. Kim is the #1 performing franchise owner in North America for one of the fastest growing franchise brands, Network in Action. Kim started in the middle of COVID, had a
middle. No, whoa. The height when it just launched, like it opened.
Yes, that's
not
right.
Middle. The
That's
middle was
right.
a lot easier than the beginning when nobody knew what was going on. So I had to correct you.
So real quick, Kim, when we met, you had a full-time job. You were a recruiter. You had been in the HR business for how many years?
24.
And I remember your original vision was to keep that gig for a while until you could replace that nice income. Tell me what happened as part of the journey.
Well, I think if you put part-time efforts into things, you get part-time results. And I'm not a person that can just give a little bit. I'm not a minimalist in any ways. And so I just decided to just go for it and left for conference, came back, was selling my little heart out for 1 week. And then COVID shut our country down because this was March of 2020.
And you were a real techie person, so you knew how to do Zoom and
you smarty pants. I'm like, what's Zoom? Oh my God. I can't even believe, sometimes I can't believe, but I'm a person that is like, okay, I'm not going to stress on how I can't do things. I figure out how I can. And literally, I mean, I got a little IT consultant to help me. It's kind of a long story, but you find people to leverage you in the things that you're not strong with. And now I Zoom every day, like I'm walking, like I walk and talk. So it was
Kim,
all pretty intimidating for someone like me.
So you were able to segue out of your job quicker than you thought. And now, golly, we fast forward, you've got over 75 members. I mean, you're rocking it. I mean, so you certainly replace that salary. You're in control of your life. You own your life with owning your own company. But here's the cool part. You said something to me earlier. The money's great. Talk to me about what you feel when you get on Facebook and LinkedIn.
Okay. Well, first of all, I want to say it's 100 members.
Oh my gosh.
So don't shortchange me 25.
Wow. You're over 100 members?
I think I'm at 98, but I've got some coming in. Oh my
gosh, Kim, I'm so proud of you. The last time we talked, you were knocking around 75 to 77.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Wow.
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. So no, the money is great. If I won the lottery, I wouldn't stop doing what I do because money does not replace your why and your purpose. I mean, obviously we love to make money, but when you are fulfilled and you feel like you have, when you're completing, I just know that this is what I've meant to do. And nothing inspires me, makes me more happy knowing that I am contributing to people's success and having so much fun doing it. The love I feel and passion I feel for what I do. I know everybody says that, but I mean, literally, I could just tear up anytime talking about it.
But here's the cool part. I've seen some of the comments. I've seen the testimonials. Talk about the feedback you're getting from the people you're serving.
Oh, gosh. If anybody wants to look at my profile, LinkedIn, they're on there. But I was reading them one day and I was like, this person's so amazing. Who is this? Oh, it's me. No, literally in tears. No, I think what it is here is what I tell people. You're not a member of my group. You're a client of mine. I treat my members like they're my client. And I think that is a huge, huge differentiator.
Yeah. They love you. I know literally you've received flowers and chocolates and lots of accolades on Facebook and LinkedIn, and you deserve all of them because, you know, it's the prototypical when we try to give, no matter where our heart is, when we're trying to we get more back and you're getting it back. It's sort of something, I know you feel the same way I do. It's almost embarrassing that we're getting paid because these people are so close to us.
I was kind of looking at my 100 members. The last time I took a short inventory, 30% of them came from my outreach, 30% came through members, and the other 30% came through people that for whatever reason wasn't a fit for NIA. It could be a ton of reasons. Not everybody's fit for NIA, but they referred me someone. And yesterday I was at a Launch and Learn and there was a young financial planner there. I mean, he's not even ready for our group, to be honest, but I offered to have coffee with him and just share with him or Zoom with him a little bit on what he can do to nurture his network and what to look for. And somebody's like, why would you do that? I don't even have a spot for him, but I've noticed that I just have the mentality to serve others, and it always comes back tenfold. I mean, I was just talking to Scott earlier about the amount of referrals I have through my members, that my biggest challenge right now is keeping up with them. And that didn't happen overnight. But when you constantly serve others, it comes back tenfold. And I'm trying to teach my members that's the best way you can grow your business is by serving your clients and your network. And I know a lot of that I learned with you too, Scott.
Thank you so much. Amen. Yeah. I have the easiest job in the world when I find people like you. Now, finding people like you is not the easiest thing in the world, but talk just for 1 minute. Somebody is watching this and they're thinking about giving up their job. They've never owned their own company. What would you say to them about making the leap? And number 2, about the training and support in the model?
You and I were talking a little earlier. I spoke to someone looking at NIA earlier this week, and they're like, yeah, I'm thinking about calling or seeing how one of the franchises in my area is doing. And I said to him, it doesn't really matter how he's doing or she's doing. What matters is what you want to do. Because I started at the worst possible time. Worst. I mean, if I started 6 months into COVID, it would have been better than when no one knew what was going on. I was the only person in the Midwest, and I was able to achieve Top Gun for production. And I've seen so many people get the exact same attention as me, the exact same tools, and even some have way more because they're established. Like Minneapolis, Minnesota, I was the first franchise in not just Minneapolis, in the Midwest.
Yeah.
So what you need to decide is, what do you want to do and what are you good at and what makes you happy? And the tools are all here. I can talk to Scott anytime I want. I talk to a lot of franchise owners. We collaborate a lot. The tools are here. And I even say this when I engage my members. It's like, the tools are here. You got strong leadership, you have tools, you've got a hand-picked group of professional people that are connected and invested. The rest is up to you. And if you can't make it happen with my groups, you're not going to make it happen anywhere. Amen. That's what I say.
Comes full circle.
I would just say, I think what's important is, a business coach said this to me when I was deciding if I was going to leave my career of 24 years. And she said, whatever you decide, make sure it's something that makes you happy. Otherwise, you're going to experience burnout. And when you're happy and you're fulfilled, you don't experience burnout the same way. And I was looking at 3 franchises at the time, and immediately right away, I eliminated 2. And I thought there'd be nothing more fun for me than connecting people. I guess I did it for 24 years. And so, and this is way easier than recruiting as far as I'm concerned, because most entrepreneurs don't have 30 gatekeepers and they want to meet with you because they're trying to grow their business. You're not trying to get through a bunch of people. But I do want to say it's just so stinking fun, and it's so rewarding, and it's very lucrative. And the thing that was really important to me is I didn't want employees, I didn't want inventory, and I didn't want overhead. 24 years of recruiting, I'm terrified to have employees. It's really, really scary. I did not want overhead because I didn't want to be tied down. And I wanted to know this was something I could go and do into retirement and fit into my life. It's not the job. I don't care how many hours I work. I just want to work when I want to work. And I just didn't want inventory. I just didn't want any of that. And so this franchise checked the box. And I also didn't want to be in a position where I was trying to figure out what to do. What do I charge? And how do I do the messaging? And it was all in place. And they just said, here, just follow the model and go talk to people. And I'm like, well, I can talk to people. I'm pretty good at talking. It's not the only thing I'm good at. And that's what I did.
It's incredible. So I'm going to put you on the spot here. As you know, we're challenging every one of our franchise owners to take a month off next summer. Where are you headed, Kim, on your month off?
Oh,
is it time to go back to Greece with the hubby, or?
Well, I mean, in March, I'm going to be gone 2.5, 3 weeks. I'm going to Turkey, Israel, Egypt, and Greece. I have a brand new member that does mission work in Africa. And I don't know if I want to go to Africa in the summer, but I have a lot of plans to see the world. And that was another reason why a person in their mid 50s, especially, I can transition into retirement into this very easily and not have it rule my life. I have a lot of flexibility, and
Well,
that's what's really
in 10
important.
years, when you get in your mid 50s, we'll talk.
Oh, you're funny. I know. I wish I would have found this business earlier in years, but you weren't even around.
No,
Thank God I found you. I just thank God every day. And yeah, you know how happy I am, Scott. And
Kim,
so,
thank you so much.
if anyone is on the fence, I guess I just want to say this. What's in your heart? What are you good at? And you're going to get what you put into it. You don't have to figure it out, but you just need to work, and you're going to get what you put into it. And if it's something that sounds like it'd make you happy, it's the best thing in the world. So
awesome. Kim, thank you so much for taking some time. We love you.
Love you more.
Bye-bye.